Today, we push the limits of Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury modding with fun experiments using bullet bills. We'll see how fast we could make them, how slow we could make them, face enemies, and more. Here are 3 bullet bill launchers. The center one is shooting out bullet bills at a normal speed, the top one is shooting them out at double speed, and the lower one is shooting them out at half speed. In addition to editing their speed, you can also edit how long the bullet bills go before they explode. Here are 3 bullet bill launchers, all being shot at the same speed, but some explode earlier than others, so you can see that how fast they go has no effect on how long it takes them to explode. It might be a bit strange to see bullet bills flying through each other and not exploding, and even bullet bills flying through the cannons without exploding. You could even see bullet bills fly through other enemies without exploding, even though they hurt Mario if they do make contact with Mario. This is because there's a different property that keeps track of bullet bills exploding when they hit Mario, and bullet bills exploding when they hit other enemies and surfaces. If this value, called IsValidateCollision, is false, then bullet bills can fly right through solid walls without a problem, but they still damage Mario if they hit Mario. When this value is set to be true, bullet bills will explode when they hit enemies, and you can see enemies being taken out by bullet bills, and you can also see explosions when bullet bills hit walls, and they can completely bring down walls. You might have noticed earlier that it looked like the bullet bill was going through one of these clear pipes, and you might be wondering if the bullet bills can travel through clear pipes. If you add a curved pipe path, the bullet bill will just continue through the pipe, ignoring it, but that's only because its normal collision detection is turned off in the property that we were talking about earlier. If normal collision detection is turned on, the bullet bill explodes at the entrance of the pipe. They don't enter the pipe because bullet bills aren't meant to travel through pipes, unfortunately. It looks like my dream theme park of pipes for bullet bills will have to wait until another day. Some enemies just weren't made for going through pipes, but it's fine if pancake Goombas travel through a pipe. That is perfectly fine. Pancake Goombas can go through pipes all they want. So you might be wondering how fast you could make these bullet bills. Let's head to my secret testing grounds above Scamper Shores in Bowser's Fury so that we could get a closer look at that. This bullet bill cannon farthest to the right here is being shot out at regular speed, and each one to the left has its speed doubled. If we take a look forward at where these bullet bills are being shot so that we can see what's happening, it looks like this. I let these bullet bills last for a long time before exploding so that you can see them flying away, and the ones on the left are moving along very slowly compared to the ones at higher speeds. We can run along this platform and quite literally dodge a bullet on our way over to the end, but you'll notice that if you stand here, even though the bullet bills are going by very fast, there's one bullet bill that still damages Mario as it passes by Mario. If you're too far away from the bullet bill launchers, they'll stop shooting bullet bills at you, and this gives me some cool ideas to use for mods in this game, like a part of the level where you have to bring over a bullet bill and then you bounce on the bullet bill here like this to make it to another island with a jump that would otherwise be impossible. You might be wondering how slow you can make bullet bills. The launcher farthest to the left has a speed of 100,000, and it gets 10 times slower each time you move to the right, with the last one having a speed of 0.0000001, which is very slow. It might look like nothing is happening to these cannons on the right, but as you watch this, you can see that there are a few overlapping bullet bills coming out of the central bullet bill launcher. It's starting to look like a very long bullet bill, and you can see what looks like smoke coming out of the back of the bullet bill launchers here, and that's actually coming out of the back of the bullet bills themselves, because they're moving so slowly that they haven't made it fully out of the bullet bill launchers yet. After a few moments, you can see that the central bullet bill is looking very long because of all the overlapping bullet bills, and the game is starting to get very laggy because of all the objects here. You'll notice that the next bullet bill launcher has a bullet bill that's just starting to peek out now. Yes, that is how slow this one is. The other ones are so slow that it isn't even noticeable that they've been launched yet. This bullet bill is starting to look like a centipede with its many arms and legs. Imagine if bullet bills were this long and had this many arms. I wanted to see what would happen if you drop down on this bullet bill, and you can take out a lot of them at once when they're overlapping like this, and you get a lot of coins. And it's funny to see how close the bullet bill can get to Mario before the game counts it as colliding with Mario, because this looks like the bullet bill is inside Mario's face already. You can also have Bowser Jr. hit some of the slow-moving bullets to disorient them, and meanwhile, this Bullet Bill is getting farther and farther into Mario's face, but there's still no collision here. And finally, after some time, the Bullet Bill is close enough to damage Mario. I wanted to drop down on this set of Bullet Bills here that was slowly making its way out to see how many we would take out, and you get a lot of coins for that. As you walk along to the slower Bullet Bill launchers, the audio cuts in and out, and it gets louder because of all of the Bullet Bills that are stacked on top of each other here. And when I got to the last one, this happened. I don't know why it was gushing out water like that, but it was. The reason that these Bullet Bills are stacking like this instead of exploding is because the property from earlier, IsValidateCollision, wasn't turned on. If this property is active, then the slow Bullet Bills will explode each other before they get a chance to even leave the cannon. And you might be wondering about these Bullet Bills at a very high speed. You can set these Bullet Bills to such a high speed that they pass through Mario without damaging him if you stand right in front of him. From this close, you can't even see the Bullet Bills once they're fired, but I gave them a short time before exploding, so you can use the snapshot feature at just the right moment, and you can just barely see one of the Bullet Bills exploding here in the distance if you zoom into it. I wanted to test if you could use Bullet Bill launchers to defeat Bowser in Bowser's Highway Showdown, so I set up some Bullet Bill launchers here. Bowser didn't seem to mind them at first, and he actually drove through them during the cutscene. But once the fight started, the Bullet Bills did actually damage Bowser by hitting his car. Bowser threw an exploding soccer ball that exploded some of the lower Bullet Bills, and then the upper Bullet Bills damaged Bowser. After Bowser gets hit and he roars, he has a moment of invulnerability, so the Bullet Bills explode on him without damaging him. And as the fight went on, it was a pretty quick fight. The Bullet Bills kept being fired at Bowser, sometimes damaging him, sometimes damaging the car. Sometimes Bowser was invulnerable because he was roaring after taking damage, but the Bullet Bills were able to take out this Bowser boss in Bowser's Highway Showdown, and Mario could just comfortably rest behind the Bullet Bill launchers for the whole fight. I was wondering what was the shortest wait time between Bullet Bills being fired that you could set, and this is what I got. The Bullet Bills at the bottom have a longer wait time, and the Bullet Bills as you move up have a shorter wait time. But as you can see, the topmost Bullet Bills aren't being fired at all, because if the wait time is set to be too short, then you don't have any Bullet Bills fired at all. And if you set these values just right, this can lead to a very fast Bowser fight. If you are interested in seeing more of what is possible in games, you might enjoy some of my other videos where we do all kinds of fun experiments, like testing how fast you can make dash panels in Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury, or seeing if we can make a pipe fast enough to fire Mario through a wall. A big thank you to my Patreon supporters for supporting my content creation, and a big thank you to you for watching this video. Wishing all of you a fantastic day ahead of you, and take care, everybody.
Woo!